But we're speaking of the England squad in 2026. 2 years away. But we're going to name our first 11 in the first game.
Yes, now.
Yeah, creating our England 2026 World Cup 11. All good?
Yeah.
Chris, do you want to go first?
Who's going to be my first name on the team sheet? Ben White. No. Sorry, I'm just going to...
In goal.
No.
Will he be involved again now?
Playing in goal?
I think Ben White...
A genuine question, because obviously he fell out with the previous coaching staff, but is he...
Well, they're probably still knocking about, aren't they?
Southgate...
Yeah, I don't know if Southgate has a whole...
the assistant.
Yeah.
What's his name called again? Who Ben White actually fell out with? What's he called again? Fucking Graham or something. Hang on.
Cinnamon Graham?
I don't know, actually. What are we starting with? Goalkeeper?
Yeah, that would be a good place.
Steve Holland. He fell out. Steve Holland.
Steve Holland, yeah.
Ooh.
So will he be around there, maybe?
Steve Holland?
No, I meant Ben White.
Produce. Lewis, produce. Steve Holland's
Holland
left.
dependent.
Apparently he's rumoured to still to be interested in returning and make himself available, but so they'll have chats, I imagine.
He could be around.
Chitty chat. So who's your goalie, Chris?
Who is my goalie? Ooh. I mean...
I might have actually just changed my team.
Oh, crumbs. This is quite difficult, isn't it?
Oh, crumbs.
Do you want me to go
I
first?
think it probably has to stay with Pickford, right?
I would say, yeah.
He will be getting on a
He's
bit.
fallen off a bit at the moment.
He's not falling off
but he's
at all.
got
mate.
vibe.
What?
Fallen off.
Mate, he's literally like
the
Everton's
nation
best player.
behind him.
Sorry.
Lewis,
did you watch him at any point
And that's
in
why
the
Lee Carsley
Euros?
got the job, because he was Everton's best player as well.
Just shipped 3 goals in
Arteta.
3 minutes against Bournemouth.
It's not the same
He-
Arteta.
he
You
actually-
see him jumping across the goal.
Mate, Pickford actually had a good
It
game
looked like
that
Cal
game.
the Dragon.
Pickford had a good game that game.
High scoring in FPL as well, annoyingly so at the moment.
Is he?
Well, not at the moment actually, but last season I never had him and he got lots of points.
I was going to say, surely Alisson is the highest scorer right now.
Raya, I think, isn't he?
Well, 3 clean sheets for Alisson.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
Well, either or,
would you go Pickford
Either
still?
or, internationally, Pickford's
Or
always
does it
a
depend
sound.
on the next 2 years for Pickford? If he continues at his level, he has to be number 1 still. If he doesn't, Ramsdale.
Ramsdale's going to get a lot of shot stopping experience at Southampton this season.
But
so
he
depends how
is
does.
used to that, like at Bournemouth and stuff. Like he was that guy.
Yeah.
But then that argument for Sam Johnston and fucking Dean Henderson, mate. Like, it's the
But I
same
think
thing, isn't it?
Ramsdale is better than them too.
It's just one of those. Well, I think he is as well. But like,
I think
you can't argue like a goalkeeper has to be there just because he saved loads of shots.
No,
if they're in
no,
a
of
really
course
bad
not.
team, i.e. Southampton, for example, then he is going to get around to saving them.
But if Southampton go down, I think Ramsdale still stays in the Premier League.
When isn't that his third relegation if it happens?
It's unlucky.
Not really his fault.
No, I'm just saying.
But I think Pickford still...
Well, no, go on, say it with chest then, mate.
Yeah, say...
Yeah, go on.
You don't like him, is that what
Somebody
you're saying?
watching.
League's
I do
Arsenal.
like
Now you
Aaron.
give
I
me
do
the
like
big
Aaron.
one.
I just don't think he's better than Pickford internationally.
Well, no, but I think that's fair enough.
I don't like that. Why internationally? Like it's the same. He's doing the same
it's
job.
not.
It's not.
No,
Pickford
he'd be better than Pickford wins internationally because he plays.
Pickford has aura.
Human.
He's the only one who can play.
You don't like him because of
he's
his
the only
arms.
one who's allowed.
You don't like him because of his arms.
You can't compare.
You have an agenda.
You can't compare Ramsdale internationally to Pickford because Pickford's getting
He
every
didn't
game.
even sign for Newcastle, by the way. What is this?
He fucking should
Also,
have.
Lewis, Pickford for England. Pickford for England is unreal.
Yeah, he is.
And also
He
for
is.
Everton, he's
good.
great.
But this is what I'm saying. There's not. Well, let's set it on
He
his
is
Everton
good
stuff.
for
He's
Everton.
been
He is
shite
good. He's
this
one of their
season.
best.
You keep
players.
thinking like he can't keep playing better for England than he does for, but he just
He
does.
does.
He does.
I'm just saying other keepers could also play well if
Oh,
they
let me
give
get
him the
Nick
opportunity.
Pope.
I'm going to put Ramsdale in. I don't trust Nick Pope.
Here's my stance on it, right? Pickford's number 1,
Yeah.
and he will be for the foreseeable future because he deserves to be. But in 2 years' time, we don't know how Pickford's going to be still playing, right? He is getting on a bit, and goalkeepers do have an
Is he?
extended life. He's like, what, 32?
Extended life.
They do have an extended career. But I'm saying... Pickford's
Do a lot of intermittent
30.
fasting,
Yeah,
guys.
he's only 32.
He's going to be 32 at the World Cup. That's like prime goalkeeper.
Yeah, that's actually.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. But what I'm saying is, I wouldn't mind it if Ramsdale was in goal in 2 years. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I know. Yeah,
I
I,
think
get
Pickford's
the
still
point.
number
But
one.
I still
Yeah,
think
it's not really
32 for a goal.
Not really the
like,
question,
Yeah,
is it,
I
though,
thought he was
mate?
older.
He's going to be the most safe pair of hands for us out of the options there.
So you're going Pickford.
I will pick Ford. Yes.
Nice.
So I do my team first, so
wasn't.
you have a few names in your chest because you don't know what you're talking about, do you?
Not really.
Okay, I'll give my team.
Where his brain is.
Kobe Mainu straight in.
All right, England goalkeeper.
Repairing the
Pickford.
damage.
Here's my
Still
back,
trying.
My back four, by the way, is a little bit different.
Well, I should hope so, because it's 2 years' time. You don't know yet, do you?
Yeah.
Right back, I got Trent.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Centre back of Stones and
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's where it gets different.
Right, yeah, I was going to say, it's not that
Left
different,
back.
is it, mate, though?
Left back, Rico Lewis.
Oh, we have the same back four.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
So
Obviously, we've
not
got
really
Lewis
that
Hall.
different at all then,
not
mate,
really
is it?
two out the box there. I came up with the same
Stay
four.
with me here, guys.
Inverted.
But also, if Ben White is going to be part of the squad, I'd have him over Trent, I think, because defensively he actually offers Rico Lewis to go.
Yeah, I agree.
I think we play both Trent and Rico Lewis. That could be a
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I agree.
So-
I massively rate Trent as a footballer, but I had a conversation with our good friend Cal Freezy over the summer, and we were in the pub, and he went, "It's a common misconception that Trent gets dribbled past a lot," and I went, "I don't think it is, mate." And I went on my phone that very moment and looked up, and Trent is per 90 minutes the third most dribble pass player in the Premier League.
Wow.
The other two were Brentford midfielders, so not even defenders. But every 90 minutes, I think it's about 4 times he gets taken on. So he is very bad defensively, and you do have to take that into account. But
he
just
is-
a little one, have that Cal Freezy.
I don't think he's horrendous.
totally wrong.
Yeah.
Good defender still.
But-
He offers so much.
But the reason why,
he
the
is bad
counterpoint that, the
defensively.
reason why he gets dribbled past a lot is because he's so high up for a majority of occasions. He leaves so much space to actually be dribbled past.
Yeah,
That makes
I
sense?
do
Like
agree.
he's not, playing
No, but he is also
sitting
just
at the back.
but he looks like a winger. You know when like you see Martinelli,
Yeah,
or like,
absolutely.
What you see one of your forwards defending, and you're like, shit. That's the same feeling you get with Trent. But he offers so much that I would have him in the team.
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
I just think with left back though, we're struggling in a couple of years. Like Lewis Hall is probably going to be the clear left back.
You can play Tino there if you wanted to.
Yeah, but I think
Rico Lewis is remarkable.
If you had Ben White at right back, that would provide good balance.
That's the four I'd go with. But it depends if Ben White's interested in being part of it.
My midfield
So
three.
Steve Holland's still there.
Ooh, my midfield three is Mainu, Rice, and Palmer in the 10.
Ooh. Okay.
And then a front three of Saka on the right, Gordon on the left, Bellingham in the false 9.
Really? Damn.
Yeah.
We don't even have a number 9. You don't want to play with a number 9?
I think we can do it. Bellingham as a false 9 for Real Madrid, but Bellingham as false 9 for Real Madrid last season was really good.
I don't think so.
And then with Palmer feeding the pony, mate, that's not out of the question. That's not out of the question.
I don't hate
So I think
it.
Kane's
but-
only 33 at that
It
point.
will be.
Yeah, but it depends. All right, fine.
I'm not got Kane. I'm not got Kane.
Oh, like Tony.
No. But my
I think
thing
I'd
is,
keep Kane personally.
I would have him. I'd have him in the squad, but I ordered like we're guessing in 2 years, right? We don't know what the next two seasons.
What's the point in this segment then, mate?
If Kane it continues to bag the way he has been bagging for the next 2 years, I would potentially start him.
Suck him off.
But hey, I'm talking in 2
leaves
years.
us the way.
2 years time. 2 years
I
time.
would.
Yeah. It's mine.
But I haven't got no Foden.
Yeah, I don't have either, to be honest.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy. We've got Foden in the starting 11, but
Yeah, I think just for the balance of midfield, I've gone Rice, Kobe Mainoo, and then Bellingham. I think just keep the format that we had in the Euros. It worked well. And then front three of Saka, Watkins, and Palmer. Palmer obviously being good enough to play anywhere across the front three. So,
but his
I don't hate that as a
his
shout.
best position is in the hole.
Yeah,
We had this big argument during the
but
Euros
I think
that
instead,
it doesn't work.
I think that team's better instead of Gordon.
Okay, well, from what we've watched of this Lee Carsley's, England team,
Ball.
they tend to swap positions anyway. So, I mean, if you're going to play like Bellingham in the
No
false
Grealish
9,
on the left. Or Gordon.
I just think Palmer and Saka just offer so much. Gordon maybe, but I just think Cole Palmer's ceiling is so high.
Yeah, I also
you
think
could
in
just-
international tournaments where you don't have too much team play and it's less about the tactics and a bit more about individual.
Yeah.
Palmer was so good when
Yeah.
he came on. Having someone that can actually take someone on is pretty.
And I kind of like the idea that we're
He's better
just
than
not going to be
that.
rigid
No, Palmer's
tactically
better
as
than
well.
Gordon's better at taking people on the wings.
No, I wouldn't have
Of course
said
he is.
so. No, I don't think so. I think Palmer was.
That's literally Gordon's game. It's not Palmer's game necessarily.
I don't know. I'd have Palmer for creativity and yeah.
I've got Palmer in my team in the hole, in the 10, where his best position is.
But you also have a false 9, which is a bit weird.
Yeah.
You've got a 10 and a false 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So kind of like
They're just
fighting for
on
the
top
same
of
place.
each other. They're just
you are
stood
weird,
on
mate.
each other's toes a bit. What do you mean?
Like,
Yeah,
you've got
you saying
Bellingham
that
who's
as
a
a good
natural 10, dropping into
yeah,
the space.
Yeah. They're on,
No,
they are in the same position as him.
problem.
Yeah,
They're right there.
Keep push Bellingham a bit further forward then.
So he's
as a
not
9.
a false.
So front
a
9. There's Bellingham number 9.
as long
Your
as
team is good, but the Bellingham thing, you're trying to force him in. Like
That is 100% like a FIFA formation.
yeah, it is.
It's like we've
No,
got.
it's not.
Well, mate, you've got really. If you think about
If
it,
you
you've
really
got
wanted to,
Cole
if
Palmer
you
and
really wanted
Bellingham
to do it
for the same space.
You can play the box then. You can play Rice and Mainu, and then Palmer and Bellingham as the box, and then Saka and Gordon. So when we're attacking the right, Gordon moves over.
It's like a 4-4-2.
Yeah, and then we're going to have Stones and Guehi's overlapping centre-backs as well coming down the line.
I think my only
and a striker.
quarrel with that is if you are going to play an actual 10, you probably need a number 9 in front of them. Not like someone who's going to fight for the same space.
Put Watkins in.
I've got Watkins. I think Ollie Watkins deserves the game.
Put Watkins in.
I do think...
He's going to be what, 29 when the tournament comes around? I mean, that's pretty...
He's 29 now.
Fucking hell.
Is he?
I think he's 29 now, 28 now, isn't he?
Are you
He's 28,
29
so he's
now?
30 then.
Yeah.
Reeves 30 now,
30.
guys.
Yeah, stick me up.
The World Cup, Reeves going to be 32.
Yeah, that's kind of mad. Talking about your...
Theo, how old are you going to be there?
Going to be
43?
30. I'm 2 years younger than him.
Oh, God, I forget you're the same age as us.
Yeah. Pussy. So what's your front six?
I would have...
Or the 10, because obviously defenders you haven't mentioned either.
Yes, sure, actually. I would go Pickford. I would also go Rico Lewis. I think that's a good shout. I would go Stones. Depends how Maguire's done, I think, in the next few years, but he was very good as well.
Check how old Maguire actually is.
Yeah. His head is a formidable weapon
gonna be
in international tournaments. Okay, no, he can't be in there. It'll be Guehi. And then, I'd go Trent as well, I think. Yeah, but Ben White's in the conversation. Reece James as well. He might have had some new legs attached by then. We've got the money. I feel like we should probably come together and do that.
Have to just base it on previous history. I just don't think he's going to be fit enough
to
play that tournament. Or probably to play for Chelsea again.
Yeah. Theo, from a man who has had to recently swap sports, do you think it's time for Reece James to give up on football?
Never. I'm coming back to football soon.
No, you're not.
I swear to God, I am. We're changing.
What comeback are we on now? 9th?
You know what? I can kick with my right foot now. You do realize that, right?
Yeah,
I can literally take 3 kicks with my right foot.
Yeah, until you have another career-ending injury.
After my Ironman, we're changing the whole physiotherapy to go into football. Legit. Yeah, the comeback's going to be crazy.
When is it scheduled for, though?
March next year.
Damn.
Yeah.
You must be like the worst advert for your physio. Like you come to this podcast and so many people have to say, like so many clients of the physio be like, hang on.
Ironman in under 6 hours. What can you do? I'm fitter than you, stronger than you,
kick a football with both feet.
You sound like
better than you.
You sound like Jaden Smith.
Yeah.
He's bigger than me, stronger than me.
Better right foot than you, better header of the ball than you.
Run 5 minutes. I can do that too.
What?
Anyway, your front six are...
front six, I would go Rice, Kobbie Mainoo and Bellingham. As long as Bellingham's not playing the left pack position that he was playing in the Euros, because that was really quite sad to see. I really didn't like... I actually thought Bellingham and Foden in the same team in the Euros was very detrimental because they were both kind of playing a free role and Bellingham was... Actually, obviously Bellingham was clearly one of our best players, but the role that he was playing in the Euros was horrific to watch because it was like we had all 4 of our defenders with the ball behind their front line and then we put Bellingham behind there as well.
Yeah.
And we just had no one in between the lines to get through. It was so different to watch. Obviously Arsenal are... We're in a very blessed period in which we actually play some amazing football, but it was so different watching England compared to watching Arsenal because our centre-backs never have the ball for more than a couple of seconds in Arsenal matches these days. And watching England, they had the ball just passing around the centre-backs so much of the time that, you could just see the tactics were wrong. But I don't think we'd have that under a new manager. I do think that was a manager thing. So yes, I would have Bellingham. And then I'd definitely have Saka. I think I would have Palmer. God, it's tough, isn't it? I think I would potentially see how Kane was looking. I think it works quite well with taking him off and putting Watkins on. Kane or Watkins. Probably it's not too different or exciting, sorry.
Yeah.
So Palmer on the left, Saka on the right, then Kane.
I think so, yeah. That would be me.
Interesting. Well, let us know your World Cup 2026 starting 11 in the comments down below.
And look forward to our third rendition of it in 4 months' time.
No, 2 years.
No, I'm pretty sure we've done that at least 5 times.
Recycled content, mate.